Put 100 racks on Zimmerman. I'm a 2020 presidential candidate. She gave no. What a cash app.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Wipe my nose. What a cash app.
Check. No. I'm here all day. Alert.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3.
That was unnecessary, fam. Wow.
Let's go.
Me and Timothy.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Allen. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Baby, you can do it. Do it right. You can do it, baby.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
94 is a mark. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Let me wipe my nose. Cash out.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he almost kicked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
They pursue good. I couldn't set them up.
In good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Last week,
that's
of
what
course,
our team
the
good
great
at.
performance, over 200
Run that rock.
yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Gordon. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing,
I'm like, is he hurt?
alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Leo!
2nd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw on 3rd down, Costello. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th
Good shit on the other side, too.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff.
Good shit on the backside, too.
Right away.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Excuse me.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 34-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now on first down, Drake again. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the 24, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. It's complete to Drake. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Our time. It's our time.
Now Allen. And incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, my 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to float this over the middle. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
You knew better than that.
Near the 34.
You knew better than that.
And will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Got it? 49, guys. Mike, 49. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello, a screen to Bell. 20. And all the way inside
Lyman
the 15
just too slow
before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's on me. Lyman
we
just too
love
slow.
our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down.
On the ready.
He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
I don't think you got it, son.
A give running right, Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
49, come on. Hey, Haywood. Here I come.
Allen now operating from the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 49. Mike 49. Let him know. Let him know.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert! Hey, Charlie!
Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Nifty move by Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Allen going to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it.
Good play call.
End up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good play call.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
53-19. 52's the mic. Watch this, we go.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he goes underneath the Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen.
Good shit.
He'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
That man just backed up.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
And that's what you don't want to happen.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squeak kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Give me the loop. Give me the loop.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Ready, set. 27, check right, 27. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Patch it. Watch twin. Fair. Hey, Zoo. Ready.
From the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there.
I had to put somebody there to hold him.
And 4th down now
for the linebacker.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And force is 4th down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
We got to go to break Madden antics.
Down there on a pickup of 25.
Break Madden antics.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Allen now looks to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught inside.
I ain't get a chance to click on.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this is back to a 5-point game.
I should have called a timeout. That's
now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad on return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I'm going to see how sloppy he's going to get because I expect him to start running some antics and doing some off-the-wall stuff to try to stay in the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right?
They wouldn't let me take control of my dude, man.
Limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game.
They would not let me take control of my dude.
Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go, D. Hey, lock it. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Costello nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
You draw perfect. Check hot. Kill. Check. Look at me. Door.
Oh, he's sitting in that down.
2nd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under 10. 10. Hey, Steve 6. Mike's 49. Watch the curl.
Shoot. Operating from the gun. Costello. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. White now to return.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bravo.
Now Allen operating from the gun. Johnson's got it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now for the game.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Costello. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 95 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian as a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to
this bullshit has barely knocked the ball out shit with Madden.
And typically,
you gotta do something about that.
One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Costello. And this one incomplete.
It's like barely getting knocked out.
To hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the screen. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Out. Squeeze. Hard. No.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
Get off the train tracks.
On is the Chargers punter.
That's
now,
my fault.
As
my
he's on to
protection.
kick it away. Back.
I done my own protection. Ooh, he said chocolate chip and pecans. Golly, this motherfucker froze. I messed up my own blocking protection. That's on me. I messed up my own blocking protection. That was stupid.
Now in Buffalo, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Flip that field position.
On the return, it's White. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike, 49. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Allen will try again on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow here on goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Costello sets up the screen to Gordon. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30.
Keep loading the box.
All the way down to the 25-yard line.
Keep loading the box.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Keep loading the box.
You got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Back to throw. Costello.
I forgot, man. I just threw it away. It's 3rd and 6 or less. I threw it away. I forgot.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do.
Yeah, it's like 3rd and 6. Unless you can run play action. It was 3rd and 7. I just threw it away.
Good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. So the shotgun snap to Avid. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Will Fuller,
Nothing I can do, man.
84 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
For some odd reason, it won't let me match overall
here in this 4th quarter.
to put Derwin James on him. I don't know why it won't let me do it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Fights him off.
I couldn't control my player.
It's going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
It wouldn't let me control my player.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Man, come on.
An offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than
that bullshit.
That's it.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the gun, Costello. It's caught, Nelson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Let's go now.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
He's coming. We got double up. Check. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. A quick throw, but incomplete. Quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So like yelling. Because we have so many opportunities and then
2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Costello. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Costello. Open man is Gordon. Complete. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
all I got to say is Madden wants him to win.
The psychology of the game.
Because he's gotten more breaks than I've ever seen. Madden, they want him to win,
never be
man.
a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield.
So by overall, ain't gonna match it.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
I'm going to see if my depth chart actually matches it, because this don't make no damn sense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
My depth chart don't match
Johnson that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
52's the mic, boy. 52. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
I don't know what I've tried to match Derwin James to Fuller, and I can't get it to match at all.
As the drive goes backwards,
and that's what's been helping him, because I have to try to look at other stuff, and it's just allowing him to get those looks, man.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24.
I'm like, I'm there.
30-yard punt that
but
time.
He's getting the animation because this dude is higher rated.
1st and 10.
I'm just like, man, if I could get Derwin matched up on him, that's locked up, but I can't.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that. When they have all their play sequences.
Come on, fam.
If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Costello. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And
we'll take that money. We'll take that money.
Wow.
We'll take that money.
One there for the Chargers. 46 yards.
That's what you got to do to them when they refuse to match personnel. We will take that money.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player.
Burn the timeout.
Watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate
we will take that money.
Dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
We will take that money.
In. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in.
We will take that money.
The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it. The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,